Hey, good morning everyone and welcome back. We are on week 4 of the 84 Chevy build, and this is going to be a multiple day session as we go through the week. And this week is all about slowing down, right? We're going to slow things down. The first 3 weeks was taking the motor out, getting it all stripped down, getting as quickly to paint preparation as possible. And when you're taking it all out and you're going to be replacing, pretty much everything in the truck, I think you can go really fast. But I don't want to send the wrong message and say, hey guys, we're just going to go extremely fast on this build and it's okay. And listening back to some of the videos, it kind of comes off like that, but that's not really how it's intended. So I want to say, if you're working on your projects, it is okay to slow down, and this week we really want to slow down. On week 3, part of that week 3 build was getting the floor pans cut out, all the rusted areas cut out, and then we just had the pans setting in, but there's still a ton of work to do there. When you're looking at the pans, you can see they fit nice, right? And again, looking at the week 3, the current body panel still needs to be trimmed down, so they sit down even further and nice and clean. But this is what I'm talking about right here. You can see where we marked it out. It's just using soapstone, and what I want to do is I want the edge of the pan to sit right there, and so when we weld it, it's a nice clean weld. There's plenty of surface cross members to come back in and the 1/8 inch holes using Clecos to pull it tight. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to go all the way up in the firewall, so I'm going to trim the pan down as well, so that we're not cutting all the way up into the firewall. But I want to take the time to do that. So with that, that's what we're going to be working on this week, and to include welding them in. But that's where we are. And I want to get all this nice and clean, get everything nice and rounded up in there, so when you look at it from below the truck, it's nice and clean, and it looks like it was done the right way, instead of just like you're going to use a truck for off-roading. It's going to be a very nice truck when we're done, and I want all the workmanship on it to represent what we're going to be selling. All right, so stay tuned. Let me get the camera set up and we'll get to grinding. And again, I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. Little midday update. About 2 hours in, you can see I cut the metal a little closer up to the firewall. I will round that off up there before I put the new pan in, but it provides a nice flat surface. I gotta break those welds there and get that little bit of piece out, but try to keep as much as the metal in as we can so the pans fit nice. Cleaned up a lot of the cuts, try to round them off. Like I said, I want the underneath to look just as nice as the top. I took out a little bit more metal here and we'll put that back in, but gonna drill the panels out now for the Clecos. See how nice and tight it fits, and then I think we'll be done on this side, and then we got a little bit more work to do over there. We didn't get as much done as we wanted to last time out, but it'll be done here today. But you can see the progress made. The fit's really nice. I mean, it's when we actually weld them in later and you look at the welds, I mean, it's really nice. So stand by, we'll go at it a little bit more. Just wanted to give you a quick update. All right, we're wrapping up the end of the day. Man, it's been a long day, but we're ready to weld. And it's a little dark. I started putting the car cover over it because I'm calling it a night. But this panel over here pushes down. I'm not going to open the other door. But I got to leave and go pick up some metal so we can fill that in tomorrow. Not exactly 100% sure how I'm going to do it, but I have a pretty good idea. And then the pans, man, they just really sit really nice in here. Once you push everything, once everything goes down, everything aligns, and it just sits really nice. So I think the welds, like I said, tomorrow's all about welding. It's going to be a long day again, but this is the last piece before we can start the body work. But just wanted to give a quick update where we are. Going to call it a night tonight, pick up a few supplies, and then tomorrow hit it early. And then I'll post the update on the weld, and I'll also share with you tomorrow what we're going to do underneath the truck to make it look just as nice as it will on top. So again, stand by. A little bit more work to do here before we wrap up the inside, and then we can start body prep. All right, guys, this is the end of week 4. Floor pans are in finally. And man, it's amazing to sit in the truck and be able to move around and work on it without having your feet go through the floorboard where all the rust was at. But I am done on the pans. I'd say 99%. I need to do a little bit of cleaning up on the seams here. I'll sand that down next week, but I'm not going to post another video on it. I'll just do that when we're done. Passenger side is done as well. I sanded all that over there. Again, got to do a little bit of more cleanup before I paint it. But in terms of what I was trying to accomplish this week and to give you an update, that is done. On the underside, I'll show you this in week 5 video. But on the underside of the truck where the seams come together, I ran a Bondo fiberglass filler over those seams. I want to make sure that all the pinholes are filled and there's a seamless transition underneath the truck when you look at it. And but I wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.